So as we get ready for the boys' game here tonight, the Parsons Vikings come in at 8-6 overall, 3-3 in the SEK League. Their head coach is Anthony Hauk, and their starting lineup will look like this. 6-foot junior Jagger Quirin, 6'4 junior Connor Largent, 5'9 senior Connor Barkus, 6-foot senior Joe Keel, and 6'1 senior Demeas Johnson. For the Tigers, their head coach, of course, Brendan Feeback, assistants Jason Young and Jeff Armstrong. They will go with 6-foot senior Dub Chipman, 6'3 junior Cannon Brown, 6'3 junior Tyler Anderson, 6'3 senior Josh Walhoff, and 6'5 senior Ty Marbury. Fort Scott will be in their home white uniforms with the black letters, red numbers, black and red trim. Parsons will be in all black tonight with the gold letters and numbers, gold and blue trim. Fort Scott going left to right across your screen here in the first half, and we are underway. As Fort Scott Tigers get the opening tip. Anderson into the lane there, stops, now kicks it back out to Chipman. Dub and Cannon both had huge nights last night against Labette County, and Dub gets it started early with a nice little runner right there. Johnson with the ball. They try to kick it underneath. It's knocked away and stolen by Chipman. Dub comes out of there, kicks it to Brown on the wing. He'll drive into the lane. Little layup for Brown, goes. And Fort Scott has a quick 4-0 start. Pass around to Johnson. He'll hand it off. Now back over to Keel. And it's stolen away by Brown, and then Brown lost it out of bounds. Ball comes left side to Largent. Now back around, a three-pointer on the way, and that one is good from Joe Keel. Anderson with the ball in the left wing for the Tigers. Now around to Walhoff. Back over to Chipman. He'll drive into the lane. Stops there. Got to do something with it. Now passes it back off. Brown back to Anderson. Around to Chipman. 7 on the shot clock. Dub drives in. Anderson, he'll try a shot. Off the rim. It'll go out of bounds. And back over to Parsons. So 5:54 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers with a 1-point lead, 4-3. It'll be Parsons basketball. Ball back out to Johnson. Now they kick it to Keel. Into the corner, now back out to the wing it comes. Drive in by Keel, we got a whistle, and they're gonna get a blocking foul on the Tigers here.
Tiger foul, charge to number 11, Cannon Brown, his first personal foul.
First foul on Cannon, first foul on the Tigers. And it'll be Demeas Johnson inbounding from the baseline for the Vikings. They'll get it in. They get it back to Johnson. He'll try an up and under move. First one doesn't go. Put back is also no good. Rebound batted out and taken by Keel. Now they get it back to Johnson down low. Another shot. This time it goes for Johnson, and the Vikings take their first lead of the night. Fort Scott gets it up the floor to Anderson. Now back around to Brown. He'll try a deep three. Swish! Cannon Brown. And the Tigers back up by 2. Just under 5 to play in the first quarter. Ball comes back out to Johnson. Thought about a 3, now works to his left. Back out to Keel. He'll try a 3 and makes another one. He's got 2 of those. And Parsons goes back out in front. Drive to the basket by Anderson. Kicks it off to Brown. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound, put back up by Brown. And another miss, taken by Johnson. Bobbled it for a moment, but does get it back and gets it out to Quirin. He'll bring it up the left sideline. Back to Johnson at the top of the key. Fort Scott in a man-to-man here in the early portion of this one. Drive, now kick it back out to Johnson. Faked a 3 a couple of times. Here's a drive to the bucket. That shot no good. Rebound Fort Scott. Brown comes away with it. Pass goes to Ty Marbury. Inside, we got a whistle, and they're going to travel before the shot. Jason Smart checks in for Parsons. Tigers get a couple of subs as they'll get Quade Moreland, a 6'5 junior, into the game. Also Malachi Larson, a 6'1 senior, onto the floor. Jason Smart is a 6-foot senior for the Vikings. In on the shot clock. Pass goes into the corner. Barkus for 3. That one doesn't go. Anderson skies for the rebound. And the Tigers come back the other way. Round to Chipman. He'll drive the baseline. Puts one up and in. Nice play by Dub Chipman there. And the Tigers go back on top by 1. Keel brings it into the front court. Now they get it inside to Connor Largent. And a shot there goes for Largent. Dub into the lane. Now back out to Larson. Larson drives. Stops there. Kicks it out to Moreland. Quade drives into the lane. Had it knocked out of his hands there. Chased down in the corner by Parsons. Vikings bring it out. Keel's got it up the sideline. Now they'll sling it back around to Smart. Inside to Largent. He makes another one in there. And the lead balloons out to 3 now for the Vikings. Now Brown on the right side wing. Quade trying to set a screen there for him. Now they pass it back off. 15 to shoot. Drive by Dub. We got a whistle here and a foul going to be called. And that's going to be on Connor Barkus.
To the Vikings. Checked in for the Tigers, number 33, Ty Marbury.
Ty Marbury comes in for Fort Scott. Tyler Anderson will go to the bench.
Number 4, Dante Sawyer. Number 42, Demias Johnson.
And Demias Johnson will check back in. Brown hits a shot on the inbound play there. Pretty quick one from the Tigers. Got to get it back to a 1-point game here. Drive to the bucket. Shot there. Doesn't go for Parsons. Rebound taken by Moreland. Drive in by Dub. Now kicks it out to Brown for 3. A little strong. Rebound taken down by Johnson. And ahead they go. Shot there, missed the basket. Rebound taken by Brown. Parsons also has Dante Sawyer in the game now. Sawyer, I believe, was the leading scorer for the Vikings in that first matchup in Parsons. Larson's puts it up. Nice shot by Larson. He had to adjust that in the air and made the adjustment and made the basket. So the Tigers back up by 1 with 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock turned off now. Parsons realizes that, and Barkas has it out near the volleyball line in the middle of the court. Now back over to Johnson, 7 on the clock, and that's thrown away. But Fort Scott will get it back with 6.1 to go. Brown on inbounds. It looks like Parsons will try to get a quick sub here as Jagger Quirin will check back in for the Vikings. Sawyer comes out quickly. I wonder if Sawyer's dealing with a bit of an injury. Shot there by Ty Marberry, just a little bit too strong and no good. So that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Fort Scott 13, Parsons 12. Take a break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Tiger Basketball on Duckbait TV. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. The Tigers lost the first game between these two teams in Parsons. That was back on December 17th. The final score was 60-4-50. But the Tigers got outscored. I want to say it was 17 points in the second quarter. Let's see if I can find that here in my list. Second quarter underway. Parsons has the ball first. Hand off. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound batted for and taken by the Tigers. Moreland able to come down with it for Fort Scott. Ball goes to the elbow to Brown. Now Cannon over to Ty. Ty working against Johnson, puts one up. That one doesn't go. Rebound taken down by the Vikings. Parsons ahead to Barkas. Now they'll get it down low to Johnson. He'll put one up there and in. So he's got 4. And the Vikings have a 1-point lead once again. Dub drives in. Floater for Chipman goes in. Shot inside, that one goes. And we got a whistle here, and Parsons is going to take a timeout. Largent got the basket.
30-second timeout.
And the Vikings will take a 30-second timeout here. So Jason Smart checks in for Parsons. Fort Scott gets Josh Walhoff and Tyler Anderson back out there. They join Malachi Larson, Dub Chipman, and Ty Marbury. 5 on the floor in white for the Tigers right now, trailing by 1 with the basketball. Three-pointer there, that one doesn't go. Rebound to Marbury. Anderson drives in, shot there, and that one doesn't go. Rebound taken by Parsons, and here come the Vikings. They do not have numbers, but Keel isn't stopping. Now he pulls it or pitches it back out, and his shot there goes for Quirin from the wing inside the three-point line. We'll back out to a 3-point Parsons advantage. Tigers get it over to Larson on the left side. Now back around it comes to Dub on the right side. He'll drive the baseline, stops there in the lane. Now kicks it back out around to Larson. He'll try a 3. That one missed off the back rim. Ball chased down by Marbury, though. Tie out to Anderson. 3-pointer there. That one won't go either. Putback is good, though, by Chipman. Dub out jumped everybody there and got the bucket himself. 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Pass comes back to the top to Largent. Now inside it goes. Turnaround shot. That one no good, but a foul. And it looks like Largent's going to go to the free throw line here.
Tiger foul. Charged to number 23, Josh Walhoff, his first personal
So
foul.
Josh picks up his first foul.
Connor Largent to the line, shooting 2.
And Largent makes the first free throw.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 11, Cannon Brown. He replaces.
Cannon Brown will come right back in as Malachi Larson will take a seat for a minute.
Marcus, also number 23, Jason Shaw.
Vikings get Jason Shaw into the game for the first time tonight. They got Connor Barkus back in as well. There's a second free throw good. Lead back out to 3 for the Vikings. Over to Josh, now to Dub in the corner. Chipman back to Anderson. Anderson. Now back to Dub. 3-pointer on the way. That one no good. Rebound chased down by the Vikings. Pass around. Five on the shot clock. We got a whistle, and they're going to travel. So turnover here for Parsons. Back over to the Tigers with 3:42 to play in the second quarter. Anderson for 3. Swish!
3-point Tiger basket, Tyler Anderson.
And we're tied at 20. Tigers in a 2-3 zone here. Ball inside, deflected around. And I think Josh got a hold of it, but I think he was standing on the baseline just a hair. So it'll be a turnover back over to the Vikings here, and Damias Johnson will check back in for Parsons as they'll get Largent back into the game. The scorers table's asking if the shot clock should reset. It's right now sitting at 11. It appeared that the Tigers had possession of the ball, but we'll see what they decide here. I think Josh was able to kind of corral the ball in his hand maybe kind of his arm, elbow area there. And I don't know if that will count, and I think it will count as a reset on the shot clock because Josh was deemed to have possession there. I think he was in the air when he grabbed the ball. So when he came down on the baseline. I don't think he was already standing on the baseline when he grabbed possession. Of course, we don't have the benefit of replay on Duckbait TV right now. Here's a shot on the inbounds play that's good for Johnson. So he's got 6, and the Vikings retake the lead. Chipman with the basketball. We'll go left side with the pass to Anderson. Now back to Dub. Around to Brown. 8 on the shot clock. Back to Chipman. Back to Cannon. Over to Dub. Into the corner. Somebody's got to put one up. Anderson does. And it goes! Tyler Anderson with the shot clock waning puts one in there, and we're tied again. Barkus dribbling out front. Now kicks it into the corner. Drive the baseline. Now back out. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Keel. He'll drive in. Shot high off the glass, but goes for Keel. It's his first non-three-pointer tonight. And it's 24-22. Ball into the corner. Three-pointer on the way from Dub. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down, though, by Jagger Quirin. Now into the corner. Back to Keel. Back out front to Barkus. Now they'll reset with 18 on the shot clock. Jason Shaw out there for the Vikings. Now the ball goes into the corner. Three-pointer there. That one no good. But Johnson right there for the rebound. Now they get it underneath to Keel, and he hits the shot, and Parsons takes their largest lead of the night so far. 4-point lead for the Vikings. Drive to the bucket. Now kick it back out for the Tigers. Over to Chipman. Dub drives in. He'll put one up. That one it goes in and out. And now we got a foul going to be on Dub Chipman. Trying to get the steal there and just kind of ran into the Parsons player. Couldn't hold up there. So first foul of the night on Chipman.
0 Dub Chipman, his first personal foul. Second Tiger team foul. Checked in for the Vikings, Dante Sawyer, also Connor Largent.
Dante Sawyer and Connor Largent both check back in for. They still have 6 out there. Parsons has 4 down by the baseline and then 2. Now they made their decision. $15 seconds on the shot clock left here, or on the game clock. So the shot clock is turned off. Pass inside, ball knocked around, loose, picked back up by Parsons. Three-pointer by Keel. That one doesn't go, and that'll take us to the end of the second quarter with your score: Parsons 26, Fort Scott 22. Stay tuned as we'll have your halftime entertainment here momentarily. Well, tell you what, let's take a quick break here, and we'll come back with the dance team performance in just a few moments.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delena Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delene at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com.
Ladies, your music is on.
Raise your head, look into my wishful eyes. That fear that's inside you will lift anytime. I can see everything you're mind to now. Your prayers will be answered. Let God whisper how to tell me you need me. I see that you're bleeding. You don't need to show me again. But if you decide to, I'll ride in this life with you. I won't let go till the end. So tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. You can cry every last tear. I won't need to understand. Promise you just hold my hand. Hold my hand, hold my hand. I'll be right here. Hold my hand. Hold my hand, hold my hand, I'll be right here. Hold my I heard from the heavens.
Your second song, Rock Ballet dancers Kendall Armstrong, Abby Eastwood, Josie Fisher, and Annabelle Corbin. The Rock Ballet dancers are under the direction of Kristen Lewis Corbin.
Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. If you're interested in helping us out at Duckbait Media, bringing more Tiger and Greyhound athletic events, become a sponsor today. Contact us at tonyabady@gmail.com, duckbaitmedia@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duckbaitmedia. We're here to bring you the best of the Tigers and Hounds on youtube.com/duckbaittv. So as we welcome you back here at halftime, the Tiger boys trail the Parsons boys 26-22. Let's look through your leading scorers first for the Tigers. They are being led right now by Dub Chipman, who has 8 points here at the break. Also for the Tigers, Cannon Brown has 7. Tyler Anderson has 5 so far, and Malachi Larson has the other 2 for the Tigers. For Parsons, they are being led right now by Joe Keel, who has 10 here at the break. Also, Connor Largent has 8. Demias Johnson has 6, and Jagger Quirin has 2 right now. So the Tigers and Vikings playing in a 4-point game here at the break. The first game between these two, Tigers actually led at the end of the first quarter 14-11, but then were outscored by by 16 points in the second quarter, 19-3. And they ended up getting outscored by 5 in the third quarter as well, 14-9, but then outscored Parsons in the fourth quarter, 24-20. Got it back to a 14-point game at the end. But again, they were outscored by 16 in the second quarter and lost by 14. So that was a big point of, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but anyway, big turning point of the game really was the second quarter there. Second quarter here tonight, Fort Scott was much better. They did outscore Parsons in the first quarter 13-12. Were outscored 14-9 in the second quarter. But again, this game is manageable right now, trailing by 4 here at the break. Dub had 17 in that game. Cannon Brown had 18 to lead the Tigers. Parsons was led, as I mentioned, by Dante Sawyer. He had 28, but he has had limited minutes in this game here tonight. Also, Jagger Queeran had 13. Those were the only guys in double figures the first time around for Parsons. Tonight, it's Joe Keel and Connor Largent leading them in the scoring totals. So we'll see how things go for the Tigers for the rest of this one. Parsons also shot 49% from the floor in that first matchup, 36% from three-point range. We're underway here in the second half of the Tigers with the basketball.
Vikings foul. Starts with number 3, Jagger Queeran. His first personal foul, first team foul.
Jagger Queeran takes the first foul of the second half. First foul on him tonight. Now Ty Marbury has it. And they're going to get a travel on the Tigers. 7:25 left to go. Ball back over to Parsons here in the third quarter. Keel brings it up the left sideline. Now passes it back off to Barkus. Drive in, they find Johnson underneath. We got a whistle and travel on Johnson. Fort Scott has Dub Chipman, Cannon Brown, Tyler Anderson, Josh Walhoff, and Ty Marbury all on the floor in white right now for the Tigers. Jagger Queeran, Connor Barkus, Connor Largent, Joe Keel, and Demias Johnson, 5 on the floor in black for Parsons right now. Just over a minute into the second half of this one. Pass down low to Ty Marbury and then knocked away and stolen by the Vikings. Now Johnson trying to handle the ball in backcourt. Does get it passed off. Pass down low, ball knocked away by Dub Chipman. Here come the Tigers. Dub drives in, now pulls it back out. They get it to Anderson. And they'll run through their offense here. Tyler drives in, 10-footer from the wing. That one in and out, no good. Rebound knocked in the air and then taken away by Parsons. Vikings bring it back to Largent. Now they go inside to Johnson and a foul. Johnson got, I believe it was Ty up in the air, and Ty came down. Made sure Johnson did not make the shot there. So 2 free throws coming for Johnson.
2.
First one up, that one goes in.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 2, Quade Moreland. He replaces Walha.
Quade Moreland will check in
For the Vikings, Jason
for the Tigers, replacing Josh. Second free throw for Johnson. That one is good. Well, Johnson has 8 in this one here tonight. Ball back to Walhoff. Now into the corner to Moreland. Back across the lane it goes to Dub. Now back to Cannon in the corner for 3. That one just off the rim, no good. Parsons works it down low to Jason Smart, who's just checked back in. He missed that one, but Johnson able to get the trash there.
On the floor, Tigers.
And it has been a good start to the third quarter for Parsons, and Fort Scott will take a timeout. Their first of the night. We'll take a quick break and come back. This is Fort Scott Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Josh Wolhoff checks back into the game for the Tigers. Looks like Ty Marbury's the one coming out. Fort Scott back with the basketball. 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers trying to get something going offensively here in this third quarter. Three-pointer from Chipman. Goes in the corner.
Wood Tiger basket, Dub Chipman.
Back to a 5-point game now. Smart has it out front. Ball knocked away, but picked back up by Johnson. Now out to Keel. Over to Smart, now inside. And shot good by Connor Largent.
Connor Largent for 2.
Fort Scott back around. They'll go back left side, or right side rather. Now they get it back to Chipman. Over to Anderson left side, back to Dub at the top. Now to Brown in the corner. Cannon's got it there, now kicks it back around. 5 on the shot clock. Dub's got it. He'll go into the lane, kicks it back out. Three-pointer from Fort Scott, no good. Rebound Parsons. Brown a little bit too strong on that shot. Now that down the floor, Smart with a shot. That one doesn't go. Moreland able to get up and get the rebound. Chipman inside to Brown. He'll put one up. Some contact there, but they let it go. And Parsons grabs the rebound. Coach Feeback was asking about that, I think. Now Johnson over to Smart, and he'll make the shot from the block. And now Parsons will take a timeout.
Check in for the Vikings, number timeout on the floor. 30-second
30-second timeout called by Parsons here. So the Vikings down to 3 timeouts. Fort Scott still with 4 as we play with 3:04 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers will have a regular week next week as they will be at home on Tuesday against Chanute. Actually, check that. It'll be only Chanute next week. They'll play on Tuesday here at the Tiger Dome and then won't have a game next Friday. And they're back against Lebec County the following Tuesday, February 18th. So again, just one game next week for the Tigers. As Dub drives the lane, Malachi Larson is back in there for the Tigers now. Moreland has it, back out to Larson. He'll try a three-pointer, and who just off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken by the Vikings. Fort Scott is just so close. So close this season to having a 500 record or better. Layup there is good for Joe Keel. And that lead balloons out to double digits now for Parsons at 36-25. Chipman drives into the lane, back into the corner it goes. Shot there by Anderson is in and out and back in for Tyler Anderson. Three-pointer on the way. That one no good. Rebound taken by Brown. He'll bring it up the floor. Kicks it to Larson. He'll drive in. We got a whistle here. And foul on the Vikings, it looks like, on Connor Largent.
Number 5, Connor Largent, his first personal foul, second team foul. Charge to the Vikings. Checked in, Demias Johnson.
Demias Johnson will come back in the ball game as Joe Keel will check out for the Vikings. A little bit of a taller lineup right now for Parsons in there. Anderson drives into the lane, now back out to Brown. Cannon drives, trying to get something going there, finds a teammate to pass it to. Out of Moreland in the corner. Moreland rises up for 3. That one no good, just a little bit too short that time. Rebound chased down by Quirin. He'll drive into the lane. Now finds Johnson down low. Johnson dribbled it off somebody's foot there. Lost it for a moment, puts up a shot, doesn't go. Now we got a whistle here as Moreland, I think, grabbed the rebound. And they will get a foul on Johnson.
Vikings foul, charged to number 42, Demias Johnson, his first personal foul, third.
So credit Quade for fighting for that rebound. He was not going to give up. And the Tigers take possession here. 51 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It's been a tough third quarter here for the Tigers tonight. Malachi Larson into the lane, out to Anderson. Anderson back to Larson. Thought about a 3, 15 to shoot. Now Malachi drives all the way to the bucket and scores. Malachi has 4. Jason Smart now hands it off to Largent. 18 to shoot, or 18 on the clock. The shot clock has been turned off here at the end of the third quarter. That happens once the game clock gets under the allotted shot clock time. The ball is knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by the Tigers. So it will stay with Parsons. They will quickly get Joe Keel back in the game with 3 seconds left on the clock here.
Also number 4, Dante Sawyer.
And Dante Sawyer will also check in for the Vikings. Looks like Quirin and Smart are the 2 guys coming off the floor. Actually, I think it's Barkus now coming off. They get it into Quirin. He'll put one up at the horn, and it rolls in there. So we'll go to the fourth quarter with your score. Parsons 38, Fort Scott 29. We'll take a short break and come back. This is Fort Scott Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Looks like the Tigers will start the fourth quarter with Brown, Chipman, Moreland, Anderson, and Larson. Parsons will start the fourth quarter with Jagger Quirin, Dante Sawyer, Demias Johnson, Connor Largent, and Joe Keel. Johnson has it on the wing. Now he'll dribble back to the top of the key. Ball deflected by Dub Chipman. He'll go into backcourt, lays it up and in.
Chipman for 2.
Ball goes inside to Johnson. He'll back down Moreland. Turns, shoots, hits the shot, and draws the foul. So Moreland will pick up foul number 1. It's the first foul on the Tigers here in the fourth quarter.
Demias Johnson at the line shooting.
And Parsons starting to pull away just a little bit here as they lead it by 11 once again. Johnson at the line to try to make it 12. And he missed the free throw, and 2 Tigers fighting for it and knocked it out of bounds. So it'll go back over to the Vikings here with 7:06 to play. It's almost like Fort Scott, and that's happened a few times here in the last few games. Now we got a whistle on the inbounds, and we're going to get another foul on the Tigers, it looks like. Going to go on Chipman. That's number 2 on Dub. It almost looks like the Tigers, they want that rebound so bad, they just get a little bit over-amped and can't quite corral it and knock it out of bounds. Rebound here up to Brown. He'll lay it up and in. So Cannon gets a couple points there. That'll get it back to a 9-point Parsons lead. Now Johnson going against the double team. Shot blocked by Moreland. Now back again, and another foul. Goodness. You know, if I'm Parsons, I'm throwing it to Johnson every single time, because there's never going to be a time he's not going to draw contact. He is a good-sized fella, and it's You got to let him play a little bit, or you're going to put Johnson at the line every single time. And that's been the case here tonight. He makes the free throw. A shot inside. That one doesn't go. Rebound to Parsons. That is not the Vikings' strategy to go to Johnson. Now they're maybe trying to do it a little bit more here, and ball is knocked out of bounds. And it looks like they're going to get Johnson a breather here, so he'll come out. Connor Largent will come back in. But it's hard to defend somebody like Damias Johnson. As big as he is and as well as he handles the basketball, it's hard to defend that. And so I don't understand why the Vikings don't use him more often. Drive in by Brown here. Shot there does not go, but a foul, and it looks like Brown's going to get a couple of free throws.
Vikings foul charged to number 22, Joe Keel, his first personal foul, first team foul charged to the Vikings.
Joe Keel
Brown, shooting 2.
picks up the foul for the Vikings. And Brown misses the first free throw. Brown, a 66% free throw shooter coming into tonight. And if I've got my scorebook correct, this is the first time any Tiger has gone to the free throw line tonight. We're already into the fourth quarter. Second free throw is good for Brown. Sometimes, and it's hard to do against certain opponents, but a lot of coaches, a lot of analysts will tell you that you got to try to get to the free throw line to kind of help you out of a slump, and Fort Scott hasn't been there too much tonight. Now Larson for 3 in the corner. A little strong. Rebound taken down by Largent. Head to Sawyer. Again, he had 28 the first time around, and he has not played much here tonight. I don't know, but I'm wondering if he may be nursing a bit of an injury. He's out there in the fourth quarter. This is the most he's played in one stretch tonight, and we got a whistle, and it looks like another foul on the Tigers.
Tiger foul charged to 0 Dub Chipman, his third personal foul, fourth team foul charged to the Tigers. Check
So the Tigers, or Dub Chipman picks up that foul. It's his third. Now Johnson will check back in for the Vikings as they'll take Sawyer out. Inbounds play comes in. They get it back over to Keel. Had a good first half, but hasn't scored here in the second half yet. Barkus, he'll drive in. Now it kicks it off to Quirin, who makes the shot. And that lead now out to 13 for the Vikings. Check that, lead at 11. Another missed shot for the Tigers. Nice way, job to get it back though, and Brown hits the shot.
Assisted by Chipman.
Pass inside to Quirin, shot there, doesn't go. Moreland fighting for the rebound. But Moreland grabbed the rebound and was fighting to keep possession, got pushed, and because he got pushed, he ended up stepping on the baseline there, and they call it out of bounds. So it'll be Parsons basketball here with 4:18 to go, and the Vikings call a timeout. Take a short break as well. We'll come right back. Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. So Parsons basketball here out of the break. Ty Marbury checks back in for the Tigers, so it's Ty Anderson, Dub Chipman, Cannon Brown, and Malachi Larson, the 5 on the floor in white out of this timeout. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound Fort Scott. Ahead to Chipman. Dub drives in, had it knocked out of his hands, and Parsons brings it back the other way. Layup there, doesn't go. Keel got awfully close to the side of the basket. Out to Chipman. Now back to Brown. Dub drives in, shot there, rolls over the front rim and goes. Ball deflected by Chipman. Stolen away by Dub. He'll drive in. Layup is good, and I think he got a foul as well. So that'll cut it back to a 5-point game with 2:56 to play. And Chipman will have a free throw as well.
Charged to number 22, Joe Keel, his second personal foul, second team foul. Charged to the Vikings. Dub Chipman at the line, shooting one shot.
Free throw good for Chipman. It's now a 4-point game again. Ball out to Keel, now to Johnson. He's faked that three-point shot a few times tonight, but hasn't taken one yet. Now back out it comes to Keel. 8 on the shot clock. Keel drives into the lane, passes it off. It's loose inside. Ball taken by Chipman. Here come the Tigers. Dub over to Anderson. Shot a little bit short. Anderson grabbed the rebound and had it taken out of his hands. A lot of times that'll be called a jump ball. Unfortunately, it wasn't right then. 2 minutes to go now in the game. Johnson has it for Parsons. Ball knocked away. Vikings get it back. Now Sawyer back around. He'll kick it over to Largent. Now down to Sawyer, and a whistle and a foul. And that is the 4th foul on Dub Chipman. 5th foul on the Tigers, so that'll put the Vikings in the bonus here. And it will send Sawyer to the line. Again, Dante Sawyer, no points yet tonight, hasn't played a whole lot. Had 28 the first time around against the Tigers. First free throw is too short. Second free throw on the way. That one too long, and we got a whistle here. And a foul on the rebound, and who's the foul going to be on? The official made a charge call, but I don't know that that's exactly what the call, I don't know exactly what they're talking about here. Well, he called it
Tiger foul.
I don't know who called it on Chipman, but they got it, or not Chipman, but they got it on Ty Marbury here. So that's the second on Marbury. And it'll put Demias Johnson at the line for 2. And Johnson already is 3 for 4 at the stripe. He's shot the ball pretty well here this evening, but he misses the first one in this exchange. Now at Parsons' substitution is they will get Jagger Quirin back in the game. And Sawyer will come out. So Johnson with another opportunity here. Second free throw. That one is good. And that lead back out to 5 here for the Vikings. Dub drives around the lane. Lost it for a moment, but gets it back. Now back out to Brown. Cannon back to Marbury. And now the Tigers are going to take a timeout. They'll take a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
So we'll keep it here. They'll be down to 3 timeouts left now for the game. So 5-point Viking lead, 1 minute and 21 seconds left to go in regulation. The Tigers have the basketball. They also have a possession arrow in their favor. So if that comes into play here. The Tigers just need a bucket on this possession here, cut it to a one possession game. This game, when it was 11 points in favor of Parsons, here earlier in the fourth quarter, it looked like Tigers were just about out of it, but Fort Scott now back to within 5 with a chance to cut it to 3 or even 2 if they can get a bucket here on this possession. Josh Walhoff will check back in. He's one of the better rebounders for the Tigers. He's 3rd on the team in that category with just over 4 rebounds a game. 5 on the shot clock. Brown, that one may have been partially blocked there, and a little bit short on the shot. Rebound comes down to the Vikings. So Fort Scott's got to get the ball back here quickly. Even with a 35-second shot clock, we're down to 57 seconds on the game clock. Wow. They have not called it that tight at all tonight, and they call that one there. Now, I will say the Tigers kind of needed it because they needed to get the clock stopped. Connor Barkos will head in the line for the first time tonight. The foul was on Malachi Larson. First free throw is no good for Larson. Excuse me, Barkos. Second free throw by Barkos. That one's too strong. Rebound, chased down by Walhoff for the Tigers. Fort Scott still has a chance here. Dub drives, finds Brown. He'll come in. Now back out to Anderson. He'll drive in. 18-footer. Off the glass and in! Tyler Anderson gets that one. And the Tigers will take a timeout here. And we'll take a short break. We'll come right back. Tiger basketball on Duck Bay TV. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. So 33.6 seconds left to go. We'll see how long Fort Scott goes without fouling. I would imagine they'll try to foul at some point. The shot clock is turned off. Again, the Tigers own the possession arrow, so if we do have a tie ball, it would go back to the Tigers at this stage. Fort Scott lost by 3 to Labette County last night. Had a good look at the buzzer to tie it, but it didn't go in. Now trailing by 3 again, this time to the Grizzlies, Labette County rivals, the Parsons Vikings. And Dexter Williams will check in here for the Tigers, give them a little bit more height. Inbounds play comes in for the Vikings, still in backcourt, and we will get a foul. Got a whistle. Yeah, I think we did get a foul here. It's going to be on Dexter Williams.
Dexter Williams, his first personal foul.
And that'll put Quirin at the line.
To the line, Jagger Quirin, shooting 2.
The Vikings have not been great at the line down the stretch here as a team. But Quirin makes the first one there. That'll get it back out to a 4-point game.
Checked in for the Tigers, Dub Chipman.
They're just 4 for 10. Parsons is here in the fourth quarter from the line. Connor Largent will check back in for the Vikings. So Largent out there with Johnson. Give him some height there on the lane to try to rebound if this is a miss. Second free throw is good. So it's right back to a 5-point game here. Dub gets it quickly into the front court. Now back out. Brown for 3. Swish! And I think the Tigers called another timeout here with 22 seconds left.
Vikings ball after this. Timeout on the floor.
So Fort Scott will be down to 1 timeout remaining for regulation here. What a shot there from Cannon Brown in a spot where the Tigers desperately needed it. He's able to rise up and bury that three-pointer for the Tigers. Back to a 2-point game. And now Fort Scott, we'll see if they can get hopefully a steal on the inbound. That would be the perfect scenario if they can get a steal on the inbound and an easy layup. But we'll see. I'm sure they will bring full court pressure here. The Tigers need a W in this scenario. They've had this situation a few times this season. Last night against Labette County, for starters. They had an overtime loss against Coffeyville, a 5-point loss here at the Tiger Dome to Pittsburgh, a 9-point loss here at the Tiger Dome to Frontenac in a game where they played incredibly well in the second half to get it back close after a tough first half in that game.
Checked in and break for the Tigers, Dexter Williams.
And Dexter Williams is back in the game for the Tigers. Pass all the way down the floor, and we got a whistle and a foul here on Fort Scott. And I think they're going to get it on Tyler Anderson.
Number 14, Tyler Anderson is first.
And that's just Tyler's first. It's going to put Largent at the line. He's already 2 for 2 tonight. He's one of the few guys that has done well at the line for the Vikings tonight, although he hasn't attempted a free throw here in the fourth quarter, but he did make his 2 earlier. Now there's a discussion on something, and I'm not sure what this is about. So 19.4 seconds left to go. First free throw for Largent, In and out. So he cannot make it a two-possession game now at the line. Chipman will check back in as Dexter Williams comes out. Second free throw on the way. That one's good. So back to a three-point game, 49-46. Dub gets it into the front court. We got a whistle, and the Tigers are going to take their final timeout with 15.5 seconds left.
30-second timeout.
So it'll be the final timeout here for the Tigers. They'll try to set something up. I would imagine they'll probably try to set up a three-point shot here. Probably something, I would imagine you want to take a little bit of time here, but probably something where they can try to set up a three-point shot. If it doesn't go, get the rebound, get a quick putback, and then go from there. But again, the Tigers, man, it'd be really, really nice if Scott could get the win here tonight for a myriad of reasons. But you got to think there's been a few of these games and they just haven't fallen Fort Scott's way yet this year. You got to think that eventually something is going to fall the Tigers' way in one of these close games, and they're going to come away with a W. And we'll see if they can do that here tonight. Cannon Brown's going to be the one to throw it in. Dub's out there as well. Josh Walhoff is back on the court. Tyler Anderson and Malachi Larson. So some shooters out there right now for the Tigers. Brown to Dub on the inbounds play. Dub brings it to the left side. Now back to Cannon. Cannon, step back, three-pointer on the way. That one doesn't go. Dub got the rebound, chased it down, 4 seconds left to go, and then had it taken away from him. There was some contact in there as well. In fact, Dub got bear hugged on the rebound. I'm not sure why that wasn't called a foul. The Tiger fans not happy about that either.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 4, Dexter Williams. He replaces Dub Chipman.
So Dexter Williams will come out, or come on the floor, as that is the 5th foul on Dub tonight, so he fouls out. And it'll be Jagger Quirin at the line for the Vikings. 2 seconds left to go. He needs to miss both of these for the Tigers to have a chance. He missed the first. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good. So that one will pretty much do it here for this one for the Tigers. Ball deflected, and the clock will run out, and the Vikings win this one by 4. So another close loss, another heartbreaking loss for the Tigers. 2 nights in a row. 3 points to Labette County last night, and 4 points to the Parsons here tonight. Final score 50-46. We'll take a break and come right back. This is Tiger basketball here on Duckbait TV. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. If you're interested in helping us out at Duckbait Media, bringing more Tiger and Greyhound athletic events, become a sponsor today. Contact us at tonyabady@gmail.com, duckbaitmedia@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duckbaitmedia. We're here to bring you the best of the Tigers and Hounds on youtube.com/duckbaittv. Well, we welcome you back here for the final time tonight as we wrap things up. The Fort Scott Tigers fall in the boys' game here. The final score 50-46 to the Parsons Vikings. And Fort Scott, I mean, they give amazing effort every single night. And so that's why you sit here and you think, one of these nights it's got to go our way, because they play the right way, they play hard, they play fundamental basketball, they do the right things. They just haven't had any luck whatsoever this year, and that's the tough thing, and that's the frustrating thing, because you see that loss column continuing to rise, and they're not playing like a 2-13 team. They're really not. I mean, that's what their record is now, but they're not playing like a 2-13 team. They're playing like a 500 team or better. They're playing maybe not quite as good as their state tournament run last year, but they're playing well, and they just haven't gotten the luck, and that's the frustrating thing. And that's the thing. You're sitting here and you're praying and you're wishing and you're hoping for just something to break their way, and it just hasn't happened, especially here in league play this year. And that's the frustrating thing. And you got to think at some point it's going to start turning their direction, and they're going to get some. It's going to turn some of these close games into wins, and hopefully that starts on Tuesday as they host Chanute. And get back into it, but just a tough one here tonight as they lose by 4, and they played a whale of a fourth quarter. They were outscored tonight. Actually, they had a lead going into the second quarter. It was 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. They were outscored 14-9 in the second, outscored 12-7 in the third. So they trailed by 9 going into the third quarter, and then outscored, I think that's right. Anyway, they outscored Parsons 17-12 in the fourth quarter, and got it back to the 4-point final there. at 50-46. So again, and that those are the things you're looking at. You're looking at, can they play well down the stretch? Yes, absolutely they can. They have just about every game. Can they play well in spurts to erase a big lead? Absolutely, they have. They can. They've done that a bunch this year. They just haven't gotten the wins to show for it, which is just, it's so heart-wrenching when it's been like that. So it's frustrating, I'm sure, for everybody. But again, they're not. The record may be 2-13. This is not a 2-13 team. It's just not. I mean, watch the games and see. I mean, these guys are playing their tails off, and they're doing some amazing things on the basketball court. And hopefully there's enough time left in the season that luck will turn around and they'll go on a run here at the end of the year. But anyway, leading scorer for the Tigers, Dub Chipman. He had 18. I think he had 17 last night. 18 tonight for the Tigers to lead him in scoring. Cannon Brown, 15 for Fort Scott. I think he was the leading scorer last night. I think he had over 20 last night, if I'm not mistaken, but a little less tonight. But still a good game, a great game from Cannon Brown, who's right at his average. He scored 15 tonight. He averages just over 15 and a half a game. So right there where he has been most of this season. Tyler Anderson with 9 for the Tigers. They also had Malachi Larson with 4. So not a huge scoring list here tonight for Fort Scott, but they got what they needed for the most part. Just came up 4 points short tonight. Demias Johnson, he was the leading scorer for Parsons. He had 16 in this one tonight. Joe Keel had 12. Uh, 10 of those coming in the first half, so the Tigers were able to really D up on him in the second half of this one. So just 12 for him, 11 for Connor Largent, 9 for Jagger Quirin, and 2 for Jason Smart. So again, Fort Scott falls to 2-13 overall, 0-7 in the SEK League with the loss here tonight. Parsons improves to 9-6 overall, 4-3 in the SEK League. And the Tigers will be back on the floor next week, as they'll have just one game again next week. They'll play on Tuesday against Chanute, and then no game on Friday. That's their last, quote-unquote off day, or however you call it. There's not really bye weeks in basketball, but they'll have an off day again next Friday. So they'll play next Tuesday against Chanute, and then the next Tuesday, February 18th, against Labette County. They'll finish that next to last week will be Labette County on Tuesday, Pittsburgh on Friday, and then the final week they'll host Coffeyville on Tuesday the 25th, and then go to Independence to close out the regular season on the 28th. So again, Fort Scott will look to get back at it on Tuesday, and hopefully get some of that bad luck flushed and get on a run on Tuesday night. So, again, Fort Scott Tigers lose the guys game here tonight. Final score 50-46 in a hard-fought ball game. The Fort Scott Lady Tigers lose here tonight. They win tonight, 49-18, the final score there in the girls game, as they fall to the Parsons, or as they defeat the Parsons Lady Vikings. I don't know why I said that twice there, but anyway, Fort Scott's girls won. So they improved to 11-3 overall, 5-1 in the SEK League. Again, their final score 49-18. The Tiger boys lose by 4 here tonight in the nightcap. And both teams will look to get back at it on Tuesday, as we'll host the Chanute Vikings. Goodness gracious, I need some sleep, I guess. The Chanute Blue Comets are the team coming to town on Tuesday. So we'll have that for you here on Duck Bay TV if you can't make it out to the Tiger Dome Tuesday evening for those two games. The girls game starts at 6, and the boys, of course, will follow. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. We know you have many options when watching the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers play, but we thank you for joining us on Duck Bay TV tonight. For my dad on the camera once again, Willie Abatey, to all the Duck Baits back home, and to all of our viewers out there and our sponsors, thank you so much for watching this production of Duck Bait TV. Good night, Kansas.